Hey everyone, happy Friday. I hope you've all been having a safe and healthy week. And I am back with you for another edition of Friday Reads. For this week, I read All Shook Up by Ashley Bostock, and it features Tanner on the cover. And I hope everyone liked the new thing I tried for the previous week, where I did a little author Q&A about the story within the video. I am doing that again for this week's edition as well. So yeah, let's just jump into it and hope you like it. So one of the lines I'm going to start off with this that I liked the most, that is very simplistic in nature, but it's when Cole says business, or maybe it was Jillian, I already forget who said it, but saying business is business, because that in large part reigns true for this story. So I wanted to start off by just saying business is business when talking about this book. So when Jillian loses the lease to her store because her building is now going to be owned by someone else, she's devastated. She has her own, she's running her own lingerie store called the Pesky. And when she finds out her lease is going to be up and not renewed, she's heartbroken. This store has been her dream. It's been her baby, her everything. And now it's going to be taken away from her. She's devastated and also confused. And part of the reason why she's so confused is because she's so attracted to Cole, who is the new owner of the building. She only had 45 days between her lease being up and finding a new location for her store, which she wasn't able to do in time. So now she's without a job, unfortunately. Part fate and maybe a little bit of luck. While Jillian wasn't able to find a new location for her store, she was able to get a new job that her sister helped set her up with. It fortunately / unfortunately happens to be at the location that is now owned by Cole, and it's to be working at a new lingerie store which has taken the place of hers, which I know sounds a little weird. Why would she want to be putting herself back in that type of situation? But she's looking at it as a learning opportunity where she can grow upon her skill set as a boss and an owner. So by learning by the best, since Cole's company owns so many different brands, she's hoping that it can be an opportunity for her to really grow upon her skill set. And then kind of throughout the whole story, there's a lot that's going on. They both have family ties that kind of are bringing them together in different ways. They're both used to also being so consumed by their jobs and by their business that it's hard for them to let anything else get in the way of that or take a place ahead of work. So when they end up getting together and seeing what happens between them, it's weird for them because they're letting their guard down in so many ways. There's also, I had a note about something I was going to talk about, but I'm going to keep it a surprise and not mention it. There's a little bit of a comical Parent Trap-esque portion of the story that was really cool and very interesting, but I am not going to mention it in the video because I don't want to give it away. So I'll just tease it instead. So now I'm going to move on to the question and answer portion between Ashley and I. So my first question was, if you could only describe this book in one word, what would it be? Which I know was a very hard task that I gave her. And she said sultry, which I agree on that. Both Cole and Jillian work in the women's lingerie industry. What made you pick that as the focal point? And Ashley said, when I first started thinking about this series, I was trying to have unexpectedness of the hero and heroine, and I thought that him designing lingerie did that. And then, of course, with her being in that business, it was easier to write about conflicts between them. Yeah, I definitely agree. Them being in the same business did bring a lot of commonalities between them, and it also caused a bit of conflicts as well, career pathwise. But I will leave that be right there. Did you have a favorite scene to write? And Ashley says, I think my favorite scene is the beginning where he comes in and is looking around her shop, and they have the vibrator scene. And when he's looking at her lingerie, I feel like there's an attraction and conflict there, and it's so fresh and fun between them. Yeah, I definitely agree that was a funny scene, especially because has such different emotions. She's so upset she's losing her store, and then on the other hand, she's very, very attracted to this new man she met. So it's kind of a back and forth of, I'm extremely upset because my dreams are going down the drain, and who are you? And how's it going? I really enjoyed the relationship and dynamic among the sisters. Was that something that was pre-thought of, or did that come about organically during the course of writing the book? And Ashley said, honestly, I have a sister and I knew Jillian needed someone, so who better than your sister? It came organically, as did Arabella's whole story, really. I wasn't planning any of that, it just happened. That was one of my favorite portions, like I mentioned, was their relationship and their dynamic. So I loved seeing that and how it developed within the story. And then my last question was, what message would you like readers to take away after reading All Shook Up? And she says that you can always find love where you least expect it. And Elvis and records are still cool. So I just want to say I really enjoyed reading All Shook Up by Ashley Bostock. This is the first book I've read by her, and it's a part of her Irresistible Billionaire series. So have you read All Shook Up by Ashley Bostock? And what did you think about it? If there are any other ideas you would like to see me integrate into these videos, please let me know. I've really been enjoying the questionnaire portion that I recently started. It has given me more insight on what the author's thoughts and plans are when they were writing their story, and I've really enjoyed it. But have a great weekend, everyone, and see you soon.